Over the past weeks, several people have spoken to me about fasting. Lent began on Ash Wednesday, and the same question keeps coming up. What does fasting really mean? Does it mean we can't eat meat? Do we have to eat less? Do we have to give up something specific? I believe the most honest answer is this. Fasting means something different for each person. The Church gives us a framework, but the heart of Lent goes much deeper. It's not about rules, it's about relationship, about constantly turning toward God. Lent is a preparation for Easter, for the resurrection of Christ, and that is where the true focus lies. The prophet Joel expresses this beautifully. Return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Joel 2:12. Fasting then is not a diet, it is an inner movement, a returning, a realigning. For me personally, and this is truly my own perspective, everything that brings me closer to God is good. Everything that helps me become quieter, more aware, more open. Sometimes I actually refrain from eating for half a day or even a full day. And I notice something interesting. When I have less energy, I become calmer, slower, less driven. I spend more time in silence, and often that is where the essential things happen. Fasting creates space for prayer, space for awareness, space for that quiet, often overlooked dialogue with God. Jesus himself lived this principle. Before beginning his ministry, he withdrew. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. Matthew 4:2. Fasting and inner clarity belong together. Yet fasting can take many forms. Maybe for you it doesn't mean less food, but less distraction, less noise, less screen time. Maybe it means establishing a new habit. For example, during Lent, I attend a special Mass every Friday at 6 in the morning. That is my conscious time with God, a fixed anchor, a decision. Fasting can also mean letting go of something beautiful. I love dancing, and I remember one year when I intentionally gave it up during Lent, not because dancing is bad, quite the opposite, but because I wanted to consciously offer that time to God. The prophet Isaiah describes that true fasting is, it's not the kind of fasting I have chosen, to loose the chains of injustice, to share your food with the hungry. Isaiah 58:6-7. Fasting does not only change our habits, it changes our hearts. And perhaps one of the most important aspects is this. Fasting is something deeply personal. Jesus says very clearly, when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father, who is unseen. Matthew 6:16-18. It is not about appearances, not about comparison, not about who fasts more strictly or more perfectly. It is about depth, about honesty, about closeness. If your relationship with God deepens, if your inner dialogue with Jesus becomes clearer, if more peace, more awarenesses, more silence arises, then you are on a good path. And perhaps that is the most beautiful invitation of this Lenten season, not to fast perfectly, but to fast authentically. Feel free to share your experiences with Lent in the comments.